I want to thank you for watching. Please like, please share. You help me with the views. Let's get started. So let's look at this street. See all this parking? This is for the apartments on your left. There is a park on your right. There's a library a little bit further up. These are huge apartments. You shouldn't have a problem here for 1 or 2 nights. And switch it around. Every other night, switch to a different place. That's what stealth camping is all about. So I'm going to show you some more places. But as you can see, it's in front of apartments. That's the most important thing. Now, let's look at this one. This is the back of a small mall. And it's got a food place, all kinds of little shops. Perfect. On the right-hand side are housing. However, it's a long, empty street, and people can park here. Here is a fenced area in a residence. There's no houses across or around. It's just a fenced area. You can park here. Again, 1 or 2 nights. Here is the other side or the back of that mall that I was showing you earlier. Now we're on another street. And this street, again, apartments. Here we go, apartments. This is actually in front of, again, another small mall, and across the street are apartments or condominiums. You can park all along here in front. So here's a street. Park on either way, okay? But there is construction right here. They're building houses. However, if you look at the street, this is perfect for parking, okay? Because right up there are nothing but apartment houses. Perfect place to park. So now we're going to look. These are condominiums. Very tightly fit in, very little parking, but look at the street parking. Not only do they have street parking there, they have street parking down this whole row, and there's a park here. Okay? How easy can that be? Unless someone turns you in, and they won't, not in a place like this. Unless you're there every night, then somebody's going to notice. Otherwise, a night or 2 here, night or 2 there, night here. Parking. Let's talk about stealth. Once you park your vehicle, don't go out of it. Don't even walk your dog. Don't do anything that's going to bring attention to you. Don't take your chair out. Don't do anything. You're there just to sleep. You go later, I almost go towards dark, just as the sun's going down. And then I leave in the morning. I don't leave super early, maybe 9. You know, I'm kind of lazy. But you need to, first thing, if you want to understand parking, go around your city. Look at all the streets. Look at every one of them. And check out safe places to park. If you're in residence or apartment complexes, you blend right in. As long as you're not there every single day, parking right there on the street day and night, you're going to be okay, because you're not camping, you're not living there, you're simply sleeping. And no, they don't make a difference. I'm making a difference. I'm saying you're just sleeping there. You're living somewhere else. It may be the park, which is a public area. They can't remove you from the park. However, the residents can turn you in. And the residents have called on me twice. Both times, the cops said, you can be here. There's no problem. We will notify the residents that this is not an issue. You are not, they say mysterious van, which means there's children around and they're afraid they may be kidnapped or something like that, okay? So it is a logical reason for them to call on you if you're there almost every day. I come to the same park almost every day to walk Marley. It is okay to do that. But the residents are going to call on you once in a while. A couple of days ago, I had someone here working with me on the generator. It was on the back of his truck, his tailgate. I had nothing out, not on the ground, nothing. I was sitting in my walker, and we were talking and working on the generator, just connecting the batteries. And a park man comes up, and he goes, "Are you camping here?" And I'm like, "No." He didn't have a right to ask me. It's none of his business. Just go about his work. Just because I think he's profiling me as a person in a van. And it really upset my subscriber because why would he do that? I said, because he's profiling me. He is profiling me. That's all I can say. And they will profile you if you were in a van. Because everybody thinks, oh, now everybody's sleeping in vans. So you just have to handle each thing as it comes along. And van life is so popular that a lot of people think everybody's living in a van. I have solar. I have a deck in the back with a generator and my walker and a tote. It's going to say something. But they don't have a right to ask me. You know, just do your job. Unless you're the police, and then, you know, if you're part of the police working for the park, okay. That's my feeling. That's all I can tell you. And Jason tells me I don't have, why? Why are you asking me? Are you profiling me? That's what he's telling me to say the next time a park person comes up to me. This park has been wonderful. I move, if they're blowing the leaves, I move for them. I do all kinds of stuff. And I clean up here at this park. So, you know, I still get called on. If you're on the street, you can keep that from happening. Just move every other night or every night. I have 5 or 6 places I go to. So I'm in a spot maybe once a week. And they might see me once a week, and that's it. That's stealth camping. I do not put up my side window. No silver, as I've told you before. No reflectives. That just sends them a signal that you're in there. You don't want the cops to do that. I don't even put up my black anymore. The black kind of looks like that dark film, and the cops don't necessarily pay attention, but I don't even do that anymore. To blend in even further, I only put up my front glass. Oh, the word's gone. I'm sorry, guys. Whatever. The dash piece, just to hide the front. And then I have, as I said, drapes in the middle. I close those off. And the side windows just look like anybody else's. Because a lot of people put something on their dashboard to protect them from the sun, keep the dashboard from being burned up. These are ways to really kind of just melt right into the background. I would not, you can also do hospitals. Pretty loud at the hospitals. I've tried 1 or 2 times. The noise just killed me. Because off and on all night long you have ambulances arriving. And they're really loud. I don't care where you're at in the parking lot. They're really loud. Hotels. No. There are streets out in front of the hotels you can park on easily. Where I'm at, there's several hotels. But the problem is, particularly the cheaper hotels, they're putting a lot of homeless in there. Is it the safest place to be? If you go inside that hotel, I've done it twice, and each time security has knocked on my door and asked me to move. What is my room number? No, if they're finding me in the van, they know I don't have a room number. I don't do that. I don't feel, some people, I feel safe at truck stops, depending on where the truck stop is. If it's in an area that is not good, I will not stay. Several times I've tried to stay at truck stops closer to my area, but they're near big cities like Sacramento. About 2 or 3 in the morning, I am leaving because there's so much commotion around my van. There's so many people, and many of them are homeless, many of them are not, but yeah. And there's a lot of partying that kids do, so You really have to be picky about even your truck stops. As far as rest areas go, I don't do it. I never, ever feel safe in a rest area. Many people do. That's really up to you. I just don't do it. I've never felt safe, and yeah. So lots of things happens in rest stops. So you really need to be careful. The main thing is to look around you, be aware of everything around you, try to fit in, but don't park in dangerous areas. Don't park in dangerous cities. If you do, you're asking for trouble. So this is kind of a short version of stealth camping, but you really don't need much more than this. You know, when you're in the desert, you don't have to be stealth, but here in the town you do. So thank you for watching, and thank you. Please like, please share. I really appreciate it. It helps me every time. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.